start off. Hey, we live. Hey, we live. Okay, big man, you better get in. We live. But today we out here, and like I always say in the beginning of the show, I always like the person to introduce themselves because I could never really introduce a person because it's your name. You know, you should be more crowded on it. So, you know, today I'm out here with this young lady right here, and we're gonna be talking about a couple different things. But I'm gonna let her tell you first, what her name is.
I'm Jovan. Everybody knows me as Jovan.
You can tell a little something about
AKA
yourself.
Jodee.
Jodee. Anything else?
Yes.
So,
I got that name from my best friend. So, yeah.
Who's your best friend?
Bobby.
Bobby.
Yes.
Yes, Bobby. Yo, you still owe me a cord, Bobby. I'm not playing with you. Your family gonna give me my cord because I ain't paying for it. But I love you, Bobby.
Yes.
But anyways, we're gonna talk today to her about, I know her food. You know, I'm really like a greedy person. I'm gonna slide over a little bit because my head is really big. No, not you.
Not me.
Not you, just me. My head just is not big. All right. So today we're gonna talk about food, and she was also telling me she has some other interesting things that she wants you guys to know about. So we're gonna definitely do that. So let's start off with what you're doing right now, career-wise, and any other thing that you was trying to, you was gonna tell me about.
Right. Okay. So right now we got the catering business going. I'm just
What is it
trying
called?
This is called Jodee's World Kitchens. It started out as my mom's kitchen, but we're going to be moving out of my mom's kitchen soon. So, it's Jodee's World Kitchens. This is just a small part of Jodee's World. Jodee's World, as you know, is for the people. It's not. People have said my business name is cocky, but it's not for me. It was generally for the people because I care about people so much and I want to help, especially those that are entrepreneurs and they want to do their own business and things like that. So that's the foundation that we built Jodee on. God and the world. We don't and the word of God, number one. We don't leave God out of nothing.
Yes, you can. You definitely can.
Day. So definitely God has laid the foundation and we're just building right now. We want to get the food truck going, so that's what I'm working for as far as the catering business. I don't know what else.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
The catering business. No, wait. So wait, no, catering.
No.
No. I know you can't forget about that. I was gonna go there, but I'm thinking because we was talking about, you were saying you had all these other things, right? But let's talk.
Right.
And I like to always stop people, and I know I'm trying to do the camera and talk at the same time, so sometimes you gotta excuse me. Multitasking. Let's talk about the catering. Like, what kind of food do you like to cook, and what kind of food do you like to eat? Because, sometimes chefs make stuff and they don't like it, but people love it.
I eat all my food.
Oh, you're greedy.
I eat everything that I cook unless it has mushrooms or stuff that I don't like in it. But particularly, I feed myself what I feed the public, and I feed my family the same thing. I cook all these pans of food, and I feed my family from the same, because I'm not going to cook twice, no.
I feel you, though.
Many people.
But that's it. So do you have like a every day or every day of the week you have like the same stuff, or it's different stuff?
No, different stuff. I actually want to get into multicultural, but right now I'm sticking with American and the Caribbean island mostly with the jerk
are you
chicken.
Good at it? Like people like it?
Yes,
I gotta
people
ask.
like
I have
it.
to
Yes,
ask because that's
people
a good
like
question.
it. I've gotten compliments.
So where did you learn?
More compliments than bad.
And more pros and cons.
Yes, more pros and cons.
Well, so where did you get to cooking or want to cook? Because and the reason why I asked you this, and this, I always say why I ask things is because I know that a lot of, and this may just be me, I know that a lot of northern females, I'm sorry, I'm saying female, northern women, they don't cook as much as southern women do.
Well, I grew up around cooking. My grandfather used to cook, and that's how I started. I started frying chicken and shrimp. I knew how to fry chicken and shrimp by the time I was like 9, 10.
I thought you were going to say like 4 or 5.
No, like 9, 10. Like 9, 10, and then I started, rice, just start graduating from there. Then my grandmother, she used to throw down with the macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
And I still can't get her potato salad down pat, but
it's never
gonna be the same, no.
You can never steal a grandparent stuff. And then it's hard for me to make rice. I'm not the best cook, but I can cook. Like I can make steak, I can make chicken. Right? I don't really eat red meat, but I can make it. I can make stuff, but rice, it's not for me.
Rice, you gotta time rice, and you just gotta be, right on point with that. But I usually ask my husband to make the rice because he knows how to make some good So if I'm making the chicken, I'll be like, honey.
Yeah, there you go.
Do the
Teamwork
rice,
make the
please.
dream work.
Yeah.
I got you. So let's talk about let's go back to where I know you from. And I always like to do that because I know people from like basketball, I know people from other like work and like I know you from dancing.
Yes.
From Left Right City, from dancing. When we used to have dance competitions.
Yes.
They need to bring that back. But,
Perfect Strangers.
Yes. So so I know there was like all these. What was like a rival in a good way, not like a rival like you hated them, but you know, like a good rival because you knew you had to be ready. Because it doesn't matter what you say. For the most part, when you're young, you're preparing. When you're in competition, it's for somebody else. As you get older, you just compete against yourself.
Right. Well, the biggest fear that I had is when we did 106 in Park.
Okay, how was
that? Was the I was shaky. Yeah, it was out of, but we killed it, and then we still lost, but you know, we still did a good job.
What place did y'all come in?
Second. Yeah, we came in second. Those boys, you know, they did their little rump shaker, so they won.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the most.
So when was that?
That was had to have been like 2009.
It
was right before we started Stop the Violence.
Okay, but that was like, you know, it was still popping on.
Yeah, 106 in Park was popping at that time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So you was doing what like did y'all have like a regular routine or was something different?
We had this the same dance that we did in Left Right.
Okay.
For Family Day. Yeah.
So, but every year it changed though.
Every year it changed. Every year we came with something new.
How big was the group or the team or the crew? How was it?
Perfect Strangers.
How many people?
I mean, we had members in and out.
So name some people. We have time.
Joe Vaughn. You know, she's one of my besties too. Lucy, Wayada, Jasmine, Zipporah, Bobby, Kaya, of course. Where's Keisha? Who else? I can't think of it on top of my head.
Well, I'm saying, okay, that's good for now because that was a lot. You know what I mean? No,
yeah.
I'm joking. But how did that work for you? Because you know when you're dealing with a lot of females, sometimes they can be very catty.
Oh God.
So how was it like working together like that?
And of course Sade, because I know
Sade,
yes, and Kiara.
You better shout her out.
Yes, I know. That's my baby, my daughter. It was crazy. Like we got into some stuff. People don't even know like half the one family day we didn't even get no sleep. I think it was 2005. We didn't get no sleep. We went straight. We was making up dances till 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
We went straight to get our ponytails done, and we were like dead tired because we ended up doing family day and we had to dance out here in Flushing. So that day was very busy. So
yeah, that sounded like a lot.
That was crazy.
Y'all should have had me on the team. You know, I was nice back then.
Man, we was trying to get the guys to come. We only had 2 guys from Left Rack.
Who was the 2 guys?
Josh and Rashad.
Oh, okay. Could they really dance, or you just wanted them?
Oh, yes, they could dance. Josh was still dancing and choreographing, so. Okay. Yes.
Sometimes I choreograph stuff too.
You do?
Yeah, me and my son. He's 1 year old.
Oh.
So nah, I'm joking. I don't do
You gotta show some moves then.
No. I don't think I'm ready for that. I ain't gonna do all of that. But I'm joking. Let's talk more about some other things you said that you're doing too.
Right.
Like kind of get detail into like not just okay, I'm doing this. Like
right.
Talk a little bit more about it. So what else are you doing?
I'm very big on sovereignty.
Okay.
Because I feel God's sovereign, so are we.
So for the people that don't understand what sovereignty is, what is that exactly?
Sovereignty is basically I think it starts with a spiritual thing of knowing who you are and knowing that we were born into a system that is actually made to hurt us.
Yes.
So when you start reading the law, the real law, that constitutional law, and you start realizing like, hey, this is the opposite of what they're actually telling us. You know?
Yes, it is though.
So.
But that's the thing. The funny part about it is once you really start getting to understand the law and you try to break it down to somebody younger than you, they feel like you're preaching to them. Mm-hmm. But it's not really a preaching. You're just trying to give them knowledge because of you're in an environment that you really don't know that much about.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like how would you bet if you had $1 million, right? Would you bet $1 million on something that you really didn't know everything about?
No.
Exactly, and that's what you're doing. You're betting your life on something, or you think you know something because you know a little bit about the law.
Right.
You gotta know the whole thing.
You gotta know the whole thing. Number one, and I bid especially our black young men to start reading up on the law. And it's not coming against your country. You're not trying to war with the USA, but you're just telling them, I know who I am, and that we were basically born into slavery. We couldn't help it. Our parents signed us up for the U.S. corporation. We couldn't help it. But there's ways to own yourself. There's uniform commercial codes. You can look them up. There's ways to secure yourself.
So where would you look them up at?
On the internet. All that stuff is there. It's there, but they don't
But
just...
where? Because you can't believe everything on the internet.
Yeah, that's true. Secretary of State, the IRS. These are people that you can believe. These forms are actually on the IRS website for free, that you can go up there, print it out. It's so much detail into it. It goes from, you can fight for the police, but you use it, you do it the right way.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
This is probably like a little bit off
Because I know this is a big thing with the cops now, so I would use them as an example on how to deal with them without being aggressive and without having to curse them out or get out of line and stuff like that.
I think people can do that, and
but
I think it's also, you have to know who you're talking to, because sometimes these cops, and the reason why some people, I'm not saying everybody, but some people are being killed is because the cops have this big attitude that they're better than the people, and it's like whatever they do, it doesn't matter. I can kill them and still get away with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't want to be in a situation with somebody like that their mind frame is already like, I'm just gonna shoot you and then just say I was scared or something to get back, because none of these cops have ever really went to jail that long or have a bad life from killing any black person.
At this point, I just say get through that situation and then fight through the courts, fight through the paperwork. A blank piece of paper is your most money right there. You could turn a blank piece of paper, if you write the right language on it, into money. I don't know if you ever heard that before.
No, it's the truth.
But there's some things that you can do, and when you're born into if you are a U.S. citizen, the state that you were born in is your daddy. So people don't know that. That's why they tell your mother to put her maiden name on your birth certificate, and so it doesn't look like they're married, even if they are married. They did it to me, and me and my husband was married with Jeremiah. I still had to put my maiden name. So, and I wasn't really informed on that information then, but now, as I am now.
So you're saying that, so if I'm born in like Virginia, that's...
The state is your daddy, and then you...
But the reason why, like, I understand what you're saying, but the reason why I'm saying that is because people, like females, and I say females now because this is females, it's women, they're women. Females that are out there like thinking that, oh, it's cool to put a person that is there for their kids on child support, it makes it worse.
I got a remedy for that, but I didn't want to tell the remedy because I got one of those issues too, kind of, so...
How you doing? No, you're fine. You're perfect. It's all right. It's all live. Ma's leaving. Mama love. I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. You want to get on camera?
No.
All right. I'm sorry. I don't
She's
know
heading out to the church.
She's going out to church, you know, and there's nothing that stops us, you know.
Bye, Deja.
Have a good night. I'm sorry. She's gonna probably leave me up next time I see it. It's not on camera. But what I was saying about that though is that to me in general, I feel like putting somebody on child support, and this is my opinion, is more so making a bill for the person, because it's like now that person has the excuse to be like, well, you got your money, what else do I need to do? You know what I'm saying?
I've seen that.
And it makes a person also like feel like you're not really a parent to the kid, because all you're really liable to do is, or able or should do, is just like pay. And it's like, that sucks. Like, who wants to do that if you want more than just paying? You want a better life, but sometimes like parents' egos are so big that they can't see past the child support. They feel like, well, as long as I'm comfortable and I can take care of my kid, but then mentally your kid is messed up because they don't get to see their kid.
I was just gonna say it affects the kid. Number one, I never personally went to court for my oldest child, but because I don't see the point in it, because I see the karma. You know what I'm saying? So I never really had to go to court. I never really liked the court system anyway. But there is remedies for good parents, if you know. I just want to let you know that affidavit is your best friend. And if you write a true statement affidavit and a person is lying and you catch them in a lie and they sign that affidavit, that's perjury. You can put somebody in jail for that. See, back in the day, when somebody attacks your country because you are a country, you have the right to go to war with them. That's what we call it warring. But you war through paperwork, you know what I'm saying? So the judge is just the clerk. He's just acting as a clerk. Judges, the way they act now, they
think they're bigger than people though, too.
Yeah, they're just the clerks. They're just like the police. They just clerks. They're supposed to be doing a specific job. Serve and protect. You're independent of all laws except for those described by nature, which you kill somebody, they have the right to take you down. You mess up somebody's property, they have the right to, take you down. And the person who you did this to, their family, has the right to bring war on your country. But if you don't know how to do it right, because when you're born, you were born with a bond. And this is another thing, like, people don't understand. You were born with a $100 billion bond that's backed up by your birth certificate. That's what takes care of you through this life. And then that'll be another level, because that's where the banks come in. And that's where the corruption, with the fraud, with the banks, all that stuff. When you go and buy a car and you go sign for that car, it's already paid for. They can't get money unless you sign for it. And guess what? The banks don't have money, so who's the money? Who's the creditor?
Yeah, you gotta pay them.
We're the creditor. Yeah. They're the debtors. They're in debt.
That's why I say, like, because they all they want, and that's why they have the credit score. And I've learned is that they just want to know that they can track your history of how good you are paying, because then they can trust you to give you. They can spend their money to make more money.
All that stuff is an illusion.
Yeah,
Debt is an illusion. If I need a credit card, let me type it in a computer. How much money you need on that credit card? As long as that credit score says 800, they'll give you an unlimited credit card.
Yes.
The United States is broke, and they are going to continue to be broke unless and only we fill the debt. So they need us. So I don't understand.
But that's why but I don't. You know what it is?
That I don't know about.
I think that the system, like you said, is created to where we can live, but we're not. No, we're alive, but we're not living in a sense. Because you think about all these bills that you pay when you live in New York. Like, man, have money, but if you go to other states, certain other states, it's less. But you still gotta remember that it still correlates in the same of, like, okay, if it's $50 here in New York, down there it might be $25. That's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's no difference, but it's just about how you can, if you can have a great job like how you have in New York, in the South, then you're really living.
Then you're living, yeah.
But if you don't, then it's just a life.
It's just the structure. It's like we're rats. They're experimenting on us or something.
So
I don't know, but there's ways to fight all of that.
We're gonna definitely talk, because you know I'm on child support. I hate it, but anyways, you gotta do what you gotta do. Affidavits. But this is what we're gonna let's matter of fact, right now, let's stop and do our commercial where we talk about all your social media. So you gotta so I'll start off first. And what I say is this is Rain Check. Check out our YouTube page. We have a YouTube, so every video that we do this week, it always goes up by Sunday. We do this because we want to show more positive images, regardless if you're working or not, but somebody that has their mind right and has experienced stuff to talk about it. Because I'm only here talking off of experience. I'm not saying everything I say is right, but it is off of experience. So I can say, like, okay, this and that is because of what I know. Maybe it's different for you, but
no, you know, I'm open-minded and I'm willing to learn. I love learning. I love to read. If you have them good books, send me the good books. I love it. Especially about history, spirituality, things like that. I don't want to read. I do read some bull crap sometimes, you know, but I don't want to read bull crap. I like to learn. And
okay, so let's go back there real quick. Let's do. So when I say let's go back, I like to always talk about high school. I'm sorry, middle school, high school, and college. And the reason why is because you got kids over here. You gotta be honest.
Yes, I'm always honest.
You know, so you gotta be honest. You gotta talk about high school, because it wasn't easy. Or junior high school. The reason I say junior high school stuff from there is because that's when you was finding yourself. That's when you was really in the back. Y'all was over there by the pool dancing, you know, and it was just a different lifestyle. That was y'all section.
Right.
So like that was around middle school.
That was the naughty dances. We was a part of the naughty dances for a while, but when we made our own group, we was on the dead end after that. That's when Perfect Strangers came alive. Right? Yeah, that was like 2002 on, and then in the 90s, we was down with Karen. We was dancing with the naughty dancers.
And we're gonna catch Karen actually when we go down to Atlanta, but she don't even know yet, but she gonna find out. So you better stop playing,
Karen.
She gonna
know today.
Yeah, because if she see this video, she better make sure she don't hide. But I like to talk about it because look, you know, you was talking about just dead end stuff. Then when you start really looking back or thinking back, you're like, yo, I have a lot of friends
from the Double Dutch Club. Oh my God, LaShawna and Denise. I remember that when we used to wear the purple outfits.
Yeah, y'all was looking crazy.
Gosh. Yeah, that was 1992. That was like 1992. You was like a baby. We was little kids.
Yeah, we was. I was still young. But,
that's when Left Rack was popping. I was even on the tennis thing when they had the tennis. Yeah.
Let's talk about it then. Let's talk about let's go to the what
junior high school. I went to Louis Armstrong 227. Yes. I had fun in junior high school, but I was a fighter all the time. I was very angry, and that's because of what was going on in my household, you know, private in my whole life. A lot of people know my testimony about, you know, things that happened within my household and my mom, you know, things like that. So I had a hard time in junior high school. Then as I got older, The Lord.
Okay. So how was your grades
really
though? How
don't
was your
know.
grades and everything in there?
They were mediocre.
What is mediocre?
Like 6, just passing. Some classes like 80, 90, but that was like 1 or 2 classes. But everything was either 65, 75.
Okay, so so when you got to high school, what happened?
Oh,
She said, oh.
I was in lunch every period playing spades with,
Was you even good? Was you reneging? Because I hate people that renege. If you renege, you're a liar to me. That's it. You're just a liar.
Did I renege? No.
Yeah, you did. You lying. You
no,
really
no.
lying, crazy.
I don't like that.
I'm joking.
I don't like cheaters.
I don't think that is cheating. Even if they do it on, like by accident, I just still feel like it's like, how could you forget that?
How did you miss that card?
How could you forget that? Even if they did it on accident, because you can't do stuff on accident. But I'm just saying, I just always exaggerate. But
yeah, I got kicked out of Bryant.
Okay, why?
Because the girls told me not to walk through the projects. I got to walk all the way around to go to the train. So I fought every day to go through the projects to the train. I wasn't walking around. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's another thing. Like at a young age, a lot of females are just arguing about, and I say females because they're females. They're not acting like young women, so they're females.
Right.
They're arguing or fighting over what?
Right. Oh, because I was from Corona.
Okay.
That's why.
I'm sorry, we got a call. We always live. Something on my phone. Cheesy man hard, girl. I'm messing with you. All right, so we back to you saying you was fighting because you had to go through the project.
Woodside. You know where Woodside is.
Yeah, I know where Woodside, but to me that's sad in general that you have to fight to go through any neighborhood, especially when it's your own culture. So it's like you gotta fight to be black against white people or racist people. Let's not say white people, racist people. Then you gotta fight your own people just to survive. It's like why can't I walk through your neighborhood and not know you and it not be a problem?
Right. And I think like that now. Back then I didn't think like that. I was like, all right, if you want to fight, let's fight. I don't care if I got beat up. I done got beat up a couple of times and I didn't care. I was always like, I'ma stand up and be strong, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But yeah, that thing, like now I think about it, I'm like, wow, we were sisters. Like we should have band together and did something from back then. If I had the mentality I had from back in the day, it'd be a whole nother ball game.
That's the truth though. Let's do this. We're in high school right now. You already spoke about what kind of grade you got in high school?
I don't know because I ain't go.
Right. So ninth grade, did you graduate? GED?
I got a GED.
Okay, that's cool.
I went to Job Corps for a little while.
Yeah.
Then when I came back, I got kicked out of Job Corps. So then when I came back,
but that's a good thing though. And I don't mean like that you got kicked out. It's a good thing that even though you got kicked out, you always came back, so you never gave up.
No.
Because some people would give up, so it's not like, I laugh more because I know you're going to say that you would not go. I know that you really kept going, not just gave up. So, you know what I mean?
When I came back, I got my GD, and then after that, I was chilling for a while. I think I was just working. I did McDonald's, I did Kids R Us. Remember when Kids R Us was open?
Kids R Us, that was
Stearns, remember when Stearns was open? Those were my earlier jobs. I did those things, and then my mother was like, you got to do something. You better get to school, something. So I started business school, and then that didn't work out because I didn't really like that. I'm like, I got to get into something that's going to make me some money. So I went to school for medical billing and coding, and that's what I did for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Medical billing.
How do you like
coding.
that though, medical billing? That's a lot of numbers you just watching, like my eyes would just go dry.
I mean, I learned the system. I know from when the patients come in, I know how to take care of the patients and everything. Because I worked in so many different fields. I did the front desk, and then when their bills come, I know how to collect. I know how to collect from the insurance companies. I was warring with the insurance companies, and then the coding, that was the hard part. Because you got to, when you code, it's like you got to code the cell of the knee or something like that. So you got to get real deep with it. Or somebody who's having heart surgery, like it's really detailed. So I only did that for a little while, and that was when I first started working. But it was interesting, but I had to stop and follow my dreams because I felt like it was cutting in the way of getting Jodee's World together. So
okay, so how about we discuss more since now we're back. Wait, so you didn't go to college, right? You just
I graduated from the medical billing.
Medical billing. Oh, that's good though too.
Graduated.
So since we're there, we'll stop there and we can go see about the food.
Yes.
And then we can keep talking as we're seeing about the food. So as we're going and we're gonna go inside here to talk about the food, we can talk about like having kids and still living life and being married. How is that for you?
Okay, cool.
So you can talk because they're listening. Okay, go ahead, girl. You better get that Snapple. We about to go inside here, And we're gonna get some food. You know I love food, right? So I get happy. Like my son, he actually sings and dances when he eats food.
I made a vegetable lasagna because that's what Rain requested.
I didn't request it, but I'm gonna eat it though. You know? Don't say it like I requested. You know, I'll just eat any.
These pans run $12. If you want a full pan like that, it's $12.
That look good though.
But I do big pans for the family.
Oh, you do? Yeah. So do you do like weekly stuff for like people?
Yeah.
You do? How much you charge?
Wings. Everybody likes my wing. Oh, the meal prep. Yes. I'm working with my best friend once again. We're going to be doing meal prepping for those who want to lose weight. So that's what I'm working on. Okay. And, you know, Lauren also, she gave me the idea of doing the meal prep. So I'm working on that, getting the right things because certain herbs and, you know, not cooking with salt, which I cook with salt. I love Lori seasonings and stuff like that. So, yeah, we're going to be working on meal preps and vegetarian meals, gluten-free. I can still make the pasta, but I got to get that, you know, gluten-free pasta.
Okay. What does that do, being that it's like gluten-free?
I don't even know. I honestly going to say I don't know. I really have to study up on this nutrition stuff. I really don't know the aspect of it, but I do want to start growing.
Sorry about that noise. Yeah,
I know, right? I know. I want to start growing my own herbs, you know, tomatoes and bell peppers. You see the bell peppers at the supermarket?
Let me explain something to you in general.
I've
spoken to people, right? That sorry if is it okay if I leave here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I've spoken to people that are like from other countries, right? And they talk about our vegetables from the United States, and they don't really care too much for them.
No, it's not good.
They say like, you know, they don't really like our tomatoes, and they feel like they're like, if you go to certain places, their tomatoes are there's so much life in it. Like their fruit and other stuff has so much life compared to the stuff we have. It makes me like really wonder, like,
I don't know if you guys remember back in the day when you walk past the fruit stand, you can actually smell the fruit.
Yes.
Now you can't even smell the fruit anymore. They have injected it. GMO. I don't even know if it's real fruit anymore.
Because it does say a lot about sometimes like they say stuff like with no GMO or something like that. Like,
right. I have to order my. I don't even know what GMO is. I know it's not good for us.
I know that.
It's not alkaline. I know we must alkaline our body.
So what do you mean by alkaline our body?
I know that alkaline is good for us and it prevents cancerous cells. So, I mean, I'm gonna do more studying into nutrition since I'm gearing towards that way. Yeah. But and I have some help coming in with doctors and nutritionists who actually do know this stuff. So I'm gonna link up with them. Yeah, I'm gonna link up with them so I do this right. You know, I don't wanna make nobody sick. You know, I get sued. You know, if somebody war on my country, I don't want that. So I want to do things right.
Okay, so I know we spoke about the type of foods you cook, but what is like your favorite? Like, okay, say like me, right? And I'll give you the best example.
Everybody know my favorite.
What is it?
I love jerk chicken. Jerk chicken is my favorite food with some macaroni and cheese. Oh my goodness.
That you sound like you're in your own world right now, dreaming.
Oh my gosh.
Macaroni and cheese.
Yes. And I love curry goat, but I haven't eaten curry goat since my auntie passed, so you can't eat everybody's curry goat.
Yeah,
you know
but that's in general. You can't eat everybody's food.
Food, period.
Like, yeah, you can. It's not the best thing in the world.
Not at all. Oh, I got the cheese is melted all on the sides. But yeah, the food is bad here. I can't eat no fruits. Every time I had a plum the other day from Welch's, and all of this went itchy. I was like,
yeah, because they spray so much of that stuff on it.
Apples, nothing. I can't eat none of it.
It's crazy.
I love fruit, and it's so bad. I had a pear from another country, and my mom asked why did I eat all her pears, because I was like, I haven't had a pear like that since I was a little girl. I was like, those pears, I was like, wherever you got them from, get them again.
Nah, but some of it be like that sometimes. And I think the best fruit, to be honest with you, is the ones that be on certain, not every street, but certain streets. But they do have this really good fruit store, like up is that 63rd? You know how like where Sears is, and it comes down, like you come down towards Sears or you go back up. Is that Yellowstone? What is that? 63rd?
That Yellowstone Road behind there.
So it's like right by that. This is Sears, and then you're coming up this way. Even though it's a one way that way, but if you use
it's like a cut street.
No, it just goes straight up. It's like the only block that goes up before you go to Tropics.
Not Austin.
No, I don't know if it's Austin, but they have a grapefruit fruit area up there. Though.
Really?
Like,
I love grapefruit.
A lot of good
grapefruit. You eat that after your food, and it breaks down all.
I didn't know that. I'm about to just buy those every day.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go over to my man. He does a good he has some shakes or something that he makes, and he has like a good deal. I'm gonna go get some from him probably after this or later.
Yeah, I love them shakes, them fruit smoothies. Yeah. Oh my God, I drink those all day. Mango, pineapple, orange, banana. Yeah. It's my favorite.
That sounds good though. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, is there anything else specific that you had that you wanted to go? Because you were saying about more stuff. I hope we covered everything.
The children.
We asked them. I think we got it. Okay. How about this? Last question is what's something that was like really really tough for you? Tough. That you went through, or that you going through that you either gotten by or that you still deal with, but you kind of say how you deal with it. Either one. You choose. Kind of keeps you, because I know nobody really has a perfect life, and I think everybody has something that they deal with day by day that it's not hard, but it kind of made them who they are, in a sense.
Well, I could say maybe some people could relate to this, like the way I grew up, like some women are raised to be a certain way towards a man or knowing how to treat a husband and things like that. I had not so good examples in my life, so I had to learn, basically.
I had to learn.
I had to check myself. First of all, you got to look in the mirror and say, listen, you're doing this wrong. You're just going off the wind, like just doing wrong things. And I started checking myself. That was basically it. And then I started, I'm not perfect.
Yes, that's true. Nobody is.
Ask him, I'm perfect. Yeah. But don't make faces over there. But I'm growing. I'm definitely growing. I've definitely grown over the past couple of years. And I got closer to God. Like, that's just been my, if anybody you're going to depend on in this life is God. You're going to have to definitely depend on God and his son, Yeshaya Haya. So you just got to stay focused, basically. That's how I got through it. And check yourself. Okay. That's the problem. People don't want to war with themselves. It's a war in here. Yeah. And once we start checking ourselves and getting rid of that devil within ourselves, then I could come and say, listen, I can help you with your issue. But until then, I clean the plank out of my eye. I can't judge you. I can't point my finger at you. I can't.
But I think even when you do get to that point, you still don't want to judge or really be
right. No, I don't like that. Pointing fingers and saying you're this and you're that. Nah, I'm not like that. Yeah.
I gotta start taking questions. There's no questions to take, Sade, ma'am. Okay, so here we go. I have she threw me off with that one. But, so you didn't did you get to say all your social media or no? Because we just kind of talking. So
yeah, Jodee's World Inc. for everything. Okay. I have a Snapchat. I think it's under Jeremiah's name or something. I made the Snapchat for him because he likes to do the little faces. Yeah. I'm not on Snapchat. I have no Snapchat videos, but Instagram, Jodee's World Inc., and then Jodee Thomas on Facebook. Okay.
So that's cool. I just want to make sure she got them out there. We're going to definitely have them on this video. Like I always say, get your own on your own. So that means you have to get yourself right before you get anything else right. I had a great time here. This food, I'm just excited about this. It's looking so good. You see that right there? Just don't burn. Yeah, don't burn me. Don't burn me, girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still eat that, but
also, if they want any information on sovereignty affidavits, right, getting your tickets written off, like
I just got one for $115. So
I have people behind me too. If I don't know, trust me, I'll ask them. Okay. I have people even on my Facebook. I have a Dropbox that has the whole structure. The whole structure. Well, the state is your daddy now. Stop.
Who's your daddy?
But yeah, you could fix all of those things. I actually started we did our birth certificates already on taking ownership of ourselves. And you lock your business in because the government, you can lock your houses in, you can lock everything in.
We do gotta talk. I'm about to cut you off because I gotta ask you some questions off camera stuff. No I'm sorry.
No problem.
Keep going.
But that's basically it. If they want information about the sovereignty, I have a whole Dropbox that explains the whole procedure from step 1 to the last step. So. basically it.
All right. So I thank you again for having me. I was trying to look at some
Nice
questions
having you.
because she's like over here like
There's questions?
Sade. No, she's no. It's just people just like saying hi and then
Hi, everybody.
yeah, you know, keep up the good work and then she's like complaining and you know, right? You know, so that's it. No, I'm joking. No, I'm playing. She's because we want more people to like throw questions out so we can like answer some questions for people.
Right.
And you know, not too many people do, but we do encourage her. She's laughing. I know she's just messing with me because we always go back and forth.
Yeah.
But I want to thank you again. I know I said that, and we're gonna definitely talk after we cut this off. So definitely stay tuned. I'm gonna put that stuff up. Thank you, and we out.